Hello, friends. For those of you who are returning, thank you for being here again. Welcome back. And for those of you who are new, my name is Freya. That's my spirit name on this channel. And I created this channel for those folks who are on a spiritual journey and who know they're on a spiritual journey and who are looking for messages and guidance from spirit in order to walk their journey in a good way. So thanks for being here. I know I've been gone a minute, and I decided it was time to do another offering for the community of this channel. And there is a lot going on in my life right now. I've gotten some new opportunities that have come through after my travels to my homeland. And so those opportunities are really asking me to give them energy and give them my time and my attention. So, and at the same time, I didn't want to leave this community hanging too much longer without an offering. So what I'm offering today is I'm going to be doing your readings for the next 6 months. And I know that that's probably not going to get as many views or as many likes as my monthly readings. However, that's what I can offer today. So from my heart to yours, I hope these readings are helpful. They'll span the time generally from the start of the Lunar New Year, so around February 5th, all the way through August 5th. So those 6 months, we'll see what the cards have to say, what Spirit has to say about what you're working on personally, internally, in your own spiritual growth and development, and also how to navigate the energies that are coming through from the planets, the astral planes, all sorts of things. Okay? Much love. And because I'm not doing my monthly readings here, if you do need guidance or need just a general, hey, help me out here, Spirit, what do I need to know about this next chapter in my life? I have lowered my prices on my personal readings, so the 30-minute ones are going to be much lower than they used to be, and so will be the 60 minutes because I can't do the monthlies for you here in this fashion. I've gone ahead and lowered my prices so that those who need it can just contact me, and it'll be affordable, much more affordable than it used to be. All right, much love. If you want to get in touch, my details are below, and here come your readings. Take care. Hey everyone, it's me again. I just wanted to orient you to all of the cards that I'll be using, and they'll be in the description box below, but just in case, I'll be using the Thoth deck, Aleister Crowley. We're also going to be using this beautiful deck by Eileen Duggan. It's called The Witch's Tarot. I don't have the book or the case with me, so I'm just showing you that. It's the ones with the moons. And then I've got my Pagan Otherworlds deck, which I've been using quite a lot over the last few months. Those will be the 3 tarot decks that I'll have. And then for the oracles, we'll be using the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, Kim Kranz, The Magical Unicorns by Doreen Virtue, and the Goddess Guidance Oracle decks by Doreen Virtue. I have a few more oracle decks that are available in case I feel called to pull a different card, but that's the orientation for this set of readings. Good morning to the sign of Scorpio. Welcome to your 6-month reading. I was going to do your reading yesterday, but I woke up with a horrible sore throat, so I took the day to rest. And I'm feeling better today, so we're going to do your reading today. If I do need to take a break for a sip of tea or some water, just bear with me. But let's get started. I ask that the white light surround us, the light of protection, understanding, and healing. I ask that my guides come through and speak clearly this day for Scorpio's understanding. May all of my Scorpio viewers' intentions be heard and answered. And I ask that this reading be for the highest and best of all concerned. I ask this through all my teachers. Please give us clear, high vibration messages for Scorpio to help them walk their path in a good way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please help us with any messages for the sign of Scorpio. Love and spirituality messages to help them walk their path in a good way. Thank you. I feel like this anticipatory thing happening in my heart as I'm shuffling. Okay, one more shuffle. Scorpio, February to August 2019. Highest messages for Scorpio and love and spirituality for this time period. All right, first pile of cards. Let me fix my little feather. Okay, Scorpio, just tune into your deck. And see what wants to come through. We are in Pisces season, so right now the energy of the water is really mutable. So these readings have been kind of flowy. Just flow with me. I hope you're able to. Okay, let's see what you've got. Okay, 3 of Swords in reverse. King of Swords, or Knight of Swords. And the King of Swords. Oh, Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay. Some of my best friends are Scorpios, and y'all are really intense people. And some of my closest family members are Scorpios, and you guys are really intense people. But we get along because our signs are compatible. So let's, when I say these things, please, it's said with love. Okay. 3 of Swords in reverse. There is, this is usually the card of heartbreak, but I'm seeing this as anger. It's a card of anger right now, and you're angry at something. You're angry at something that didn't work out. You're angry at Spirit for not helping you make it work out. You're angry. There's just a lot of anger there. And I say that because you've got two masculine sword cards. The Knight, who is much more brash, and then the King. And the King of Swords he's much more fair-minded, but he's still about integrity and holding your ground to what you consider to be the right course of action. And he's looking at this Knight of Swords who's just kind of charging on his horse, and he's saying, is there a better way to do this? Because we know you're feeling angry, Scorpio. As we open the reading, there's anger that's swirling around you and inside you. And the King of Swords is just pointing to the Knight, and he's saying, how can we address this in a pointed but balanced way? Meaning you want to still make your point, and you don't want to necessarily burn bridges when you do it. Although, let's see how the reading progresses. Let me just tune in and see if there's anything else they want me to share about that first row. I'm getting that this Knight is really trying to protect this heart that has been wounded. And the anger is there. So just take a look at that. Take a look at where you might be feeling the anger and what it's related to. what it's related to. The king is just like, take a look at that. And, you know, be like Aquarius. Really, King of Swords is an Aquarian. You might be dealing with an Aquarius. So the Aquarius is just very precise, can be black and white, but minces no words. It's like, this is what I'm feeling. This is how I see it. This is how it is, you know, which is different than the charging energy. Okay. So you're coming into this month of February, March, with this baggage from the past, this scenario from the past. Let's move on and see what comes next. Okay, yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of anger here. The new moon and the Five of Pentacles. All right, so you are in a victim story, Scorpio. Okay, I just want to show you the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands. And I think that's where you want to be heading. Like, this is the vision that you want to be heading in the direction of. And let's see how we can make that happen with these cards that are showing up here. All right. So it looks like there's a part of you, or there's an energy around you that's saying, hey, take a look at this energy of anger. Be careful of how you manifest it. Scorpions can sting, and we know you can sting, and you know you can sting, but it's part of your nature, you know, it's part of your gestalt on the planet. You're not wrong for doing it. And it looks like you are doing it. Queen of Swords in reverse. This is the queen that has been wronged or perceives herself to be wronged and is just all out to cut anyone down who was part of wronging her. Then you've got the new moon and the Five of Coins. Yeah, the Five of Coins is the poor me card, the victim story. And I have a feeling that this victim story, it's what's driving the anger. Because you want a new story. This new moon is all about silence. It's all about, and I'll read the book to you because these cards are really beautiful with the moon cycles. What I'm getting for Scorpio is that you've not wanted to look at this piece. And the new moon is saying, you can't have a new beginning until you look at this piece and why you are so angry. And this story, this victim story that you're telling yourself, because it's not healthy. It's not getting you closer to the Queen of Wands. She is so not a victim. Look at her. Look at her. Right? She's not a victim. And guaranteed bad things have happened to this queen. Guaranteed people have wronged her. Guaranteed she's fallen on her face, getting to where she is. But she didn't get to where she is by being a victim. So there's just this really strong Scorpio. Right now, please don't be a victim. And the alarm is signaling. And perhaps you were alarmed by that statement. I'm going to open to the new moon energy and see what it says. The new moon. From nothingness came life. The new moon is the first phase in the lunar cycle and is a reminder of that ancient birth. It is a cleansing, healing moon, a time to give thanks to your creative spirit that births all of the worlds you create, new ventures, ideas, and journeys, and to honor them with beginnings. The powerful darkness of the new moon is also an ideal time to set out any objects that you intend to use in the month ahead, and to visualize a project you would like to see brought to life. cleansing, creativity, and beginnings. And Scorpio, what I'm hearing is that between now and the new moon, so today is the full moon in Virgo. Happy full moon to you guys. And there's 2 weeks between now and the new moon. In this 2-week time period, try to lay to rest or try to process whatever this anger is, whatever this victim story is, because you do not want to carry it forward. Your sister sign, Taurus, is starting March 6th or so. She's going to get an innovative electric spark from the planet Uranus, and a lot of things in her domain, they're going to be dismantled, reorganized, rebalanced, innovated, revolutionized. Just there's going to be a dismantling and a rebalancing and a rebirth in that area. So because Scorpio and Taurus are sister signs, you're both fixed, and you're both the feminine, right? You're the water, she's the earth. Take a look at where Taurus is in your chart, because what I'm getting is between now and March 6th, you want to be ready for what Uranus is going to be innovating in that house placement where Taurus is in your chart. So let's move this aside. It looks like, this anger could be created to life not turning out the way you thought it would at this time, your creativity not being where you had envisioned it to be at this time. Maybe you're in a midlife crisis and you're kind of like iffy on your purpose at this time. It could be a lot of different things, but there's this like, well, why didn't I get what I wanted feeling that's coming to this card, and you want to charge and blame someone for it. And what I'm hearing is that's not very useful. However, it's good to go through and process those emotions. Like, don't like stuff them away, right? Don't stuff the emotions down and like pack them down into the unconscious, because then they just fester there. It's, speak to a friend about it, speak to a trusted counselor about it, speak to your partner about it. If you have a partner that is well versed in these conversations and supportive. Okay, let's keep going. Please show us the next messages for Scorpio. Page of Wands. Page of Swords. And the Death card. Okay. And the Page of Swords and the Death card are like facing off each other. The Page of Swords is like, I do not want you, go away, and the Death card is in reverse. So what I'm getting is that there was a new beginning that was begun. There was a new beginning that was started, and for some reason it didn't come to fruition. And again, here's the anger. And you have to let this situation that didn't come to fruition go. You have to compost it. It has to become part of the past. You can't keep carrying it, but you're not willing to let it go. It meant too much to you. It meant a lot to you. There's a part of you that is attached to this idea, or how you perceived it was going to go, and that's what needs to change. And that can be hard for Scorpios. You guys are intense about getting what you want, when you want it, how you want it. And again, I say that with love. That's just how you are. I have a stubborn streak, and I know it, and that's how I am, and I have to work with it. This is holding you back from this new beginning. So work with it. When I was meditating on, and I might get a few thumbs down. I understand. Sometimes the messages that come on my channel are things that we don't want to take a look at. And ultimately, they're also things that if we take a look at them, they free us. When I was meditating on your sign, I kept getting your eyes closed and this veil over you. So perhaps there was a death in the family. Perhaps there was, someone that you were super close to made a promise and didn't keep it. Perhaps, and you're super hurt and super angry about it because they made a promise and they should keep it, right? And you can't change what's happened, is what I'm getting. It has happened. The death has come, and the only one that's holding onto it is you. And I'm sorry for going really deep and being preachy. I just have to share what the cards are saying to me, because we want the next 6 months to be what this card says: creative, full of new beginnings for you, and this is what's in the way. And that's not to say that it doesn't need to be honored. Yes, there is ritual for death. One of my teachers, Emiket Ra, says that when a body dies, what do? We do our social rituals to say goodbye, and then we take the time to bury it or burn it or put it in the ground. We don't keep it out, right? Because if you keep a dead body out, it stinks up the environment. There is wisdom in giving closure to this life. There is wisdom in giving closure to this situation and putting it in the past so that you can move forward, because at this point in time you are a new person. You are not that old person anymore. Okay, let me stop. And I'm going to pull a few more cards. Highest messages for Scorpio for the next 6 months. Please show us how they move forward, how they move through this, how they can heal. Any messages? Yeah. The world. See it as done. See it as complete. Accept the unhappiness of it. And this Page of Pentacles is saying there's a new beginning that you're refusing. So please do the work so that you can have this. Do the work of completing this old cycle, whatever this old cycle is, whoever it's related to. Complete it for yourself so that you can lay to rest the disappointment of the past, and this new beginning can come. Because right now, if you keep going the way you're going, this new beginning will be another new beginning that didn't happen, right? It feels like life is handing you something. Life is handing you a wand. Life is handing you this vision. And you might say, yeah, but I had that vision and it didn't work out. Well, maybe you need to be a little flexible in how your vision works out. Maybe it's not the vision that's wrong. Maybe it was the circumstance that was wrong. And you might have dodged a bullet with this relationship or this partnership that didn't go the right way, or this endeavor. This could be a business endeavor that you started and the business failed. There's a new beginning that wants to happen. If you take it, if you're able to let go of the past. Okay, I am going to tell you that before I meditate, because usually I pull cards, angel cards, to help me guide the reading forward with themes. The themes that came for you, the angel cards that came for you, are the angel cards of purpose. So that speaks to the vision, right? What your purpose is, who you are in the world, and you questioning that because of what happened. The card of flexibility. The angel of flexibility came. Be easy, Scorpio. Be easy. You don't. The universe might be wanting to give you something so much better than what you had in mind, right? Be flexible. Allow the universe to play with you and to play with to contribute to your vision. And then you got the card of creativity. And when I saw this moon card, I read the message of the moon card, I was like, oh yeah, because that's what you guys want, right? Scorpio is your intent. I know so many artists that are Scorpios. They're just full of intensity, full of big themes. Their art is multifaceted and multi-layered. You know, maybe it's about using your creativity to move through this situation. And it's, you know, I love you guys. I would only love to see you. It's really, honestly, it's about surrender. And Scorpios tend to hate that word, surrender, because it means someone else, i.e. the universe, has control over their life. But it's not really. You still have control. It's just surrender to the situation. Surrender to what happened. Surrender. You know, that might be a mantra for you. Just surrender. Surrender. It didn't go the way you wanted and you're angry about it. Surrender to that. Let the anger through. As I'm speaking and I'm feeling it for you, right? I'm letting the anger through, and it feels healing to admit that, to acknowledge that, to accept it. Okay. Let's pull some oracle cards for you. Unicorns. Animals. Goddess. Okay. All three, because y'all are going through a big death and a big shift and a big change. Okay. Try something new. If going around in circles about this thing isn't working anymore, try something new. You'll only know that you can do something if you try. And these are the unicorn cards by Doreen Virtue. And here we go. One step at a time. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. Let go of this step or this misstep that didn't come to fruition. Let it go, bury it. Give it its full and proper grieving and burial, and try something new. Okay, those are the unicorn allies that wanted to come for you for this next 6 months. Let's see which animals want to come for you. Dear Spirit, please give us an animal ally for Scorpio as they navigate through this time. A starfish. Okay. This is about starfish is about like the pretty things in life, the things that glitter and shine and sparkle. And there's a side of you, Scorpio, that's attracted to the things that glitter and shine and sparkle, right? But you're a deeper, your persona is deeper. You're about truth. And so what is the message of the starfish for you? Hang out with a starfish for a minute, right? It's like, take the time to appreciate the lightness of a starfish, the frivolousness of a starfish. Take time to appreciate things that are not so deep, dark, and transformational. Take time to, go for a walk and just appreciate the flowers, appreciate the breeze, appreciate the air, the wind, the sea, the sun. If you're in a place of snow, take time to appreciate how the snow sparkles at night when the light hits it. Let that levity come. And then which goddess card would like to accompany you through this journey? I'm hearing, let the light of the starfish intrigue you and guide you forward. So let it be a beacon for you. Follow those things that, for lack of a better term right now, spark joy. If you've been on the Marie Kondo craze that has taken over America, you will understand. Just, what sparks joy for you? Follow it. Yes, and as the candle blows out, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them, and walk through them unencumbered by this emotional gunk from the past. Walk through them a new person, ready, willing. Okay? Yamanya, spend time by the ocean. It's Pisces season, and you're a water sign, Scorpio. Spend a little time by the ocean. Maybe give the ocean all the things that need to be composted from your previous experiences. Let her cleanse you. Let her make you new. All right. I love you guys. Thanks for being the Scorpios that you are and the heavy hitters that you are. If this didn't resonate with you, feel free to reach out. I'm happy to do a one-on-one reading. And in the meantime, I'll see you again soon. Take care. Namaste.